recent years, the debate of should we pay college athletes has been floating around. Now, I'm a college athlete myself, and I'm totally against paying college athletes. Today, I'm going to persuade you to think the same, that we should not pay college athletes. Three main reasons why I don't think we should is that most athletes already receive scholarships through academics or grants through local scholarships and many other things. Also, it is not the athlete's job to pay the sport. The job is to go to school and get that degree so you can be successful later in life. Thirdly, it is not fair to others and even adults who have been working their whole life to pay college athletes. Now, let's begin with the topic of we should not pay college athletes because they receive scholarships and grants. For this speech, we'll be mainly focusing on NCAA Division I, Division II, and Division III sports. According to the NCAA, Division I and II colleges spend roughly $2.9 billion giving out athletic scholarships. The number is staggering and blows my mind. Also, that would equal to about 150,000 college athletes being paid through a scholarship. For Division III colleges, the NCAA states that they cannot give out an athletic scholarship, but can give more benefits through academics and many other things such as financial aid. Now, I do play sports here at Taylor, and I receive money, probably like most of you, and it was not for athletics. It was from academics, which were also not very high on the charts, and yeah, it's still very expensive. But there are also many other tools out there to where we can receive financial aid, such as the FAFSA, as all of us filled out coming out of high school, to get that financial aid to help us as we go along through college and that we're not stuck in debt. According to the FAFSA, in 2014 and 2015 school year, 2/3 of all of full-time students did not pay full tuition to go to college, which leaves the other 1/3 who did pay full-time, which were mostly two-year students at a public college. You can also apply for local scholarships and local grants, such as giving a speech in front of community peers, earning them through your school, applying them through your school, and also small scholarships such as art or music scholarships, which a lot of people receive. There are many options out there as long as you put in effort to try and find them. According to Ms. Scott Clayton, a professor at Columbia University, only 1/3 of college students pay full tuition. Now, according to College Board, the average cost for a public two-year college is $3,440. A public in-state four-year college is $9,410, and if you are coming in from out of state, it would be $23,890. Now, as Taylor is a private four-year college, the average cost is about $32,410, which is a pretty big jump from the public two-year college. The college choice is made mostly on money and how much it will cost you throughout the 4 years that you are there, or 2 years. Most students do end up with debt, but if they handle it well, they won't, and it is easily handled. Money talks, as most of us know through jobs and many other things, and it can help us make our college decision much easier. Now that I talked about scholarships and grants, let's talk about how it is not their job to play that college sport. I know most of you know the life of a student athlete and what it may be like and how busy it can be, going from class to to get a rushed lunch to get to your other class, and then go to practice, and some of you may not even get a full meal in one day. And then you have practice after your meal or class or whatever you have time to do, which most colleges practice about 20 hours a week according to Business Insider. Then after practice, you have that good old dinner at the DC or student center, and then you have your time for studying and homework, which can lead to a late night, as most of us went through going through this persuasive speech. I do know that this schedule sounds busy and hectic, but it's very manageable. Some people have downtime to take naps like I do, and it's much needed nap time. In my survey, many of you said that you know a college athlete or you are playing a college sport, and you know what the busy schedule is like. And of us on the football team are able to take naps, I assume that other sports have that downtime too, to either take a nap or catch up on homework or a nice Netflix show or even Game of Thrones, which I need to get back into. The athletes know that it will be busy, and if they don't, they must be crazy, because a college sport is much more different than a high school sport and how busy you are. Also, athletes do receive most breaks as regular students do, such as Thanksgiving, Christmas, spring break, and other breaks along the year. There are many ways to ease scheduling throughout the years, such as taking your easier classes in Gen Eds during your in-season and how busy it can be with practices and games. Just knocking those easy ones out of the way, or even saving some till later so you're not so busy. And then taking the harder ones when you're in the off season, so you have more time for studying and other things. And I know this can be hard with some of us because we do have hard majors such as nursing, elementary education in general, and exercise science, which require hands-on experience and shadowing of many things to get to the next level in PA school and other things like that. Another topic that I would like to talk about on this side is, why do people think we should pay college athletes? We play sports for fun. That's how it's been since we were growing up. Even if our parents forced us to play, we probably had fun here and there. And it's not really for the money, at least in college. Ben plays baseball because he loves it. Aaron plays soccer because she loves it. And me, Ty, and Savon all play football because we love it. The love of the sport keeps us going, and it is not truly money that we're here for. It's the fun and the brotherhood or sisterhood of all our sports. Now that you know how I feel about college sports not being a job for some people, it is time for my final point, which is that it is not fair to pay just college athletes. It does not seem logical to me, and for us to just praise those who God gave a gift to, or even those who put in a little extra hard work here and there, or a lot of extra hard work just to get to where they are. And it's not just hard work through student athletes, it's also just students in general. Many of my friends who have chemistry classes and all these hard classes are up to 1 or 2 in the morning, even for public speaking, practicing your persuasive speech. It can be tough to stay up late and then wake up early the next day for an 8 or 9 a.m. class. But it does get better, and that it's not just in sports. I mean, students all across the globe are putting in as much work as us student athletes. And sports do mean a lot to us, but the ones who do not play sports also have to work hard. And sports is a way for us to connect, even with those people who don't play sports. And it's a good outlet for us to talk to. And the stats even show it. It's not fair to pay only 2% of high school athletes who go on to play Division I. And it's not fair to play those 7% of high school athletes who play college sports in general. A story by ESPN recently talked about a man, DeAndre Ayton. Most of you may know he plays for the Phoenix Suns in the NBA. His head coach, Archie Miller at Arizona, paid him $10,000 a month to play basketball at Arizona. That's more than some people make doing a full-time job and doing a real job. In conclusion, I do not think college athletes should be paid because they receive money from scholarships, grants. Also, it is not their job to play that college sport, and it is unethical and it's not fair to just pay college athletes. In my survey, most of you already said that you do not think we should pay college athletes. Those of you who did not say that, I would hope I gave you a new perspective and was able to persuade you on my side of the argument.